Well, hello there. It's the Archivist from TradingCardArchives.com, and today I'm here to do something that will either be really fun or people are just gonna hate. I don't know. We're gonna find out. But basically, we just ran a giveaway. We actually ran one of the coolest giveaways. We ran the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. It's done now, so you can't enter anymore. Sorry, it's too late. The winner actually has their prize already, so that's awesome. They received 166 packs of trading cards, so they received one of every single pack of trading cards we have here in the archives, which is 166, so it was a lot. But second prize actually decided not to take the second prize. So the second prize was 58 packs, a smaller collection of cards, and they instead wanted the My Little Pony box from the giveaway pile, which very smart choice because those boxes are selling out really fast. So good choice. But because of that, I gave the second place prize to the third place winner, which meant the third place prize didn't go to anybody. So nobody won third place. And I kept thinking, like, I could save it for another giveaway. I could give it to a fourth place person. Like, there were a lot of things I could have done, and I'm sure people will comment and say you should have given it away. I know that's what you think, but what I decided to do was to make a simulator video. So what we're going to do today is we're going to pretend that I won that giveaway and I won the third place prize, and I just received it in the mail, and we're going to kind of see what that would look like to open that prize up and what you would have gotten. So this is basically a very precise simulation of what would have happened if you won the third place prize and actually opened it all, because this is the literal actual third place prize. Nobody won it, and that's just because I ended up giving the second place prize to the third place person. So we're going to open it now today. And we're going to open all the packs and see everything that's in it. It might be kind of a long video. I apologize in advance, but I'll get through it as quickly as I can. Everything in here we will have seen before, so there's not really going to be anything new in here, although there might be new cards. And so, yeah, so let's do it. Okay, here it is. We'll pretend that just went to the mail, just picked up the mail, and the archivist sent me my third place prize, and here it is. Third place, as you know, included one pack of all of the 1 and 2 yuan products that the archives has. So that's what this is. So this is one pack of all of the 1 and 2 yuan products. And so yuan, like that word I'm saying, is Y-U-A-N. It means round or coin. But it's like an abstract thing. It's not like the word penny or quarter. It doesn't mean a specific coin. It just means, like, abstractly the concept of a coin. And so to say that this pack here, for example, that's a bad example. Here, this one here has, that's the symbol for yuan right there, and it has a 2 in front of it. So it's a 2 yuan pack, right? So this is a 2 coin pack. So it's like a relative gauge of value. And so these are all 1 and 2 yuan packs. So this is a 1 yuan pack here, 1 yuan pack. That's what that says. So this pack is worth, relatively 1 coin. This is relatively 2 coins, although, people sell them for different prices, right? They aren't sold for that exact price. It's always like a relative measure, but you want to understand that, because if you're looking at a product like Goddess Story, for example, that's what this is, Goddess Story here by Little Frog. Goddess Story is sold in 1 yuan packs, 2 yuan packs, 5 yuan packs, and 10 yuan packs, and also internet packs. So there's like 5 different levels that you can get from Goddess Story, and people get confused about, like, why should I buy a lower level, why should I buy a higher level, whatever. It really depends on what you're trying to do, right? The lower level packs, the 1 and 2 yuan packs, are going to have a lot of bulk in them. Most of the cards in the pack, 4 out of 5 are going to be rares. But when you buy a 10 yuan pack, there won't be any rares. It'll be like SRs and SSRs. No rares at all, right? So that's the difference between the different levels of packs. The more expensive packs have more expensive cards in them. You will pull better cards from those packs, although you're going to get less total cards. So if you're just trying to fill out your collection, sure, buy a 1 or 2 yuan box, to fill out your collection, but then focus on the 5 and 10 yuan boxes because that's where the value is, right? You don't want to be buying a lot of 1 or 2 yuan boxes because you will end up with just massive numbers of dupes. I haven't replied yet, but I know Mike, one of the viewers who opens SCP cards, and we'll open some SCP cards here in a little bit. They're in here too. He sent me an email. I'm sorry, I haven't replied yet. I know, I'm sorry. He has 28 pounds of SCP duplicates, and that's just, there's no other way. SCP, unfortunately, just, you had to buy 1 yuan packs for some of the collections. There was just no other way to do it. And so he did, and that you end up with bulk, right? And I know how that feels because I have a lot of bulk too, but I don't have that much bulk. So he went way overboard with that. But anyway, okay, enough of that. So that's what the one system means. But let's keep going. So I just received this prize in the mail, and now we're just going to open all these packs and kind of see what the archivist sent us today. So this first one here is Sanrio. These are bootlegs, so this is not these are not licensed Sanrio cards. There is a company called Van Cards that makes licensed Sanrio and Hello Kitty cards. They cost about $45 a box. So if you see boxes of Sanrio or Hello Kitty cards in the $40 range, and they're by Van Cards, those are legit licensed products, totally safe to buy. Everything else, and there's a lot, all the rest of it is unfortunately bootlegs, including these. Now these are pretty good though. They're not bad bootlegs or anything like that, but we do have to understand that they are bootlegs. So there's an SSR. Why don't we keep the SSRs and higher on the table, and everything else we might just keep in a pile to be cleared out as we go, just because we will be looking at quite a few cards today. Oh, we got actually a lot of SSRs in that pack. And another one. Okay. So that one pack had 5 SSRs in it, and 4 SRs. Kind of, you know, it's unfortunately pretty common with the cheaper, lower end products to get like a lot of what looks like hits. You know, SSR would be a hit, but when you get that many, it's not really a hit at that point, right? Because, you know, clearly they've flooded the packs with them. It's like everybody's getting that, right? So you're not going to get more. This is Detective Conan. Detective Conan from Little Frog. So we're going to see a lot of Little Frog products today. Little Frog makes a ton of low-end trading card products, including these ones, Detective Conan here. And again, this is what you would have gotten if you had won 3rd place. Like, no joke, right? Like, this is the actual 3rd place prize. I just dumped it out on my table, right? So, like, this is it. There's no shenanigans here, right? But I don't think there's going to be any super great cards in here. Usually the 1 and 2 yuan packs don't. You know, the best you're going to get is like a UR or something, right? This is a Goddess Story set. So Goddess Story are waifu cards, but they're pretty tame waifu cards. They're not like super explicit or anything. They're also made by Little Frog, so you'll see common treatment styles, right? Like this cracked ice foil that's on these. Clearly they printed these in the same factory, right? And you can kind of tell. So here's rares that we got from that pack. And then an SR is our hit. SR. So like I said, they are, you know, waifu cards, but they're not the most explicit or anything like that. Let's make a little bit of space here. We'll just kind of, we can't, like I said, can't keep all the cards on the table here, so we're just going to kind of keep some of the top hits from each pack here, and the rest we're going to be moving off the table as we go. Very, very unorganized way. Which is a thing, like with this particular prize, I kind of knew it when I put it together, but whoever would have won this, you weren't getting like a lot of any particular set, you were getting a lot of different sets. So I don't even know what you do with this once you had it. Would you put it all in one binder, maybe? I don't know. Kind of interesting. I guess, you know, hey, leave a comment on the video with what you would have done if you won this prize. Like, what would you do with these cards? I'm just curious. Like, would you be selling some? Would you be putting them in a binder? This is a redemption card. So you'll see on the back, it shows you sort of which ones you need to get to redeem to get certain prizes. So a thermos, you need 6 of that symbol. There's different symbols. That's SR would be sort of technically the hit from that. Those are One Piece cards, also by Little Frog. Now these are One Piece cards by Kadong, not by Little Frog. So this is a different One Piece manufacturer. There's a lot of companies making One Piece cards, and a lot of companies making bootleg One Piece cards, which these are also bootlegs. Oh, they're upside down, sorry. Ooh, we got something kind of nice there, an SSR. That actually looks pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, that looks nice. I'm pretty happy with that. That might be one of the best cards we've pulled so far. These are just the regular cards here. This is a Demon Slayer set by Little Dinosaur. So that's Little Dinosaur, not Little Frog. There's a lot of little things. But yeah, this is Little Dinosaur. They also make a lot of different sets. They make some Naruto products, make some One Piece products. This is their Demon Slayer product, which I've always thought looks pretty good. Like, you know, for low-end retail cards, they're decent looking cards, I think. This is their redemption. This SR would be our sort of hit. Yeah, we'll just keep going. So I'm just going to kind of pull packs from random. I mean, that's what you would have done if you won the prize, right? This is Disney Princesses. Interestingly, one of my favorite sets. I know that seems weird, but this is a card fund product. And these are kind of like little activity books in a pack, right? So it's a pack of trading cards. They're all randomized. But what you're going to get in here is basically like a little activity book. And so we got an SSR card of Snow White. We got a card of Cinderella maybe here, who we could color, right? You could color this. If you had crayons, this is meant to be colored, right? So it doesn't have coating on it so that it could be colored. And then here we have 2 sets of stickers, which actually those are some very pretty Little Mermaid stickers. But yeah, there's hundreds of these little sheets like this. I've never pulled a dupe sheet yet. And you could then put the stickers on the cards too, right? And then we got a PVC of, I think, Rapunzel, maybe? Such an interesting concept, right? I love that set. I can't speak highly enough of that thing. It's always a lot of fun to open it. These are Kaio, the Three Kingdoms TCG cards. So I know Kaio makes Three Kingdoms art cards, but those are at the 10 yuan level. So you would have needed to win the main grand prize to get some of those packs. He got actually 4 of those packs, 1 from each set. But the third place prize only included the TCG cards, which are, you know, technically 3 yuan product, but I figured I'd go ahead and allow 3 yuan to be included too, because it's kind of just an inflation thing. Companies don't make 1 yuan anymore. Now they make 2 and 3. And that's just inflation. It's nothing else. So a 3 is the equivalent of a 2. This card these are the rules for the TCG. It's that simple. And it's a TCG, as you can see. Like, hidden information back, and just kind of rules on the cards and attack defense. Not the most complicated TCG or anything like that, but still some interesting looking cards. Although there's a second edition of this TCG out now, which will be in here somewhere, and it has much prettier cards, I think. Actually, maybe maybe I can go ahead and find that. It's because it's got to be in here somewhere. Here it is. Yeah, okay, good. So this is the newer TCG. This is based on the Red Canyon battle, Battle of the Red Canyon. And so this is also well, 2-yuan product from Kaio. The same TCG, but you'll see it has a different designs, different style now to it, and I think looks a lot nicer. So that's what the cards look like now. And as you can see, like way prettier, right? Like this is a rare from the first TCG. This is a rare from the second. Like, which game would you rather play, right? Like, this is so much nicer looking. So yeah, this game here is a much better looking card game. And I mean, honestly, like, beautiful looking cards, right? And those are just rares, just rare cards. Here we have an SSR from the set, just looking completely amazing. Okay, I kind of want to keep that one on the table. And then we've got an SSR, and this is kind of interesting. This is a question card. So the game includes sort of a quizzes. So every single pack includes one of these cards, and this is like a trivia game. So that's a question, and these are 3 possible answers, and then the correct answer is here on the back. And so if you could read that, right? You could play like a little trivia game. I think it's such a cool concept. I really love it. And so that is what that is. That is, again, the 3 Kingdoms, TCG, not the art cards. It's very confusing. There's a lot of 3 Kingdoms products out there. Let's move these kind of to the side quick. And then we'll just keep going. This is Demon Slayer again by Little Dinosaur. We've opened 1 pack of this already. That was this design. So this is a second pack. But this is a newer set. So that was set 1, the older set there. This is actually the newest set. This is set 6. So the cards are similar, right? But they are from a different line, so they have different art. Oh, we actually got something really cool. Okay, fantastic. Yeah, okay, I'm sorry. Wow, whoever would have won this prize, this card here is actually quite rare. So this is a CP, or Combined Power card, and that's why there's 2 people on it. So it's basically celebrating the combined power of these 2 characters. But very cool looking card. You can see I'm actually sleeving that. That card might actually be worth something. So yeah, probably not, but it might be. So I always like to sleeve them just in case. This is another Goddess Story. There's a lot of Goddess Story sets. I think there's like 10 or 15 different Goddess Story releases, and then they all have different product levels and releases, and but you can see it is a little bit waifu-y. Oh, here's an SSR. That's nice, and that's Albedo from Overlord. And the SSR there. Very nice. I love it. Once they get to the SSR level, they do this beautiful etching work, and I think it looks great on the cards. These to the side. Then we'll open some more. Let's keep going. Again, this is what would have happened if you would have won this prize. You would have just been opening these all up on your kitchen table, or wherever it is you open cards, and that's what you would have seen. Here's Doraemon. So this is Doraemon, Japan's anime ambassador, a very, very famous anime character from Japan, probably the most famous. Has tons of sets. This is another bootleg set This is actually the same company as the Sanrio cards, so you'll see very similar treatments and designs, although they feature Doraemon characters. There is actually a licensed Doraemon set out now. It's from Kaio, of all companies, and it looks great as a set. I mean, it looks like a really good set, but it just came out, so I don't have it yet. I will get it as soon as I can, but I just don't have it right now. It's interesting though because they aren't cards like this. They're tickets. I don't know. They look like tickets. It's a very strange thing. I'm honestly not sure what to think of it. I can't wait to get it and take a look with you at it. This is SCP. So I remember I said we'd be talking about SCP cards. Mike has 28 pounds of them. This is one of the black and white cards. This is from YCSR 2. So this is the 2 yuan. Sorry, YCSR 1 2 yuan box. The black and white box. Yeah, if you want to learn more about SCP, go to tradingcardarchives.com. There's like a whole guide to the SCP collection set. There's a checklist. I have like a massive collection of these. These are not licensed at all. It's not really possible to make licensed SCP products. You can do it. There's comic books and things that are made. I'm actually getting some, and we'll talk about how that works when I get those. But these are not licensed. These were just stolen. All this artwork is fan artwork that was stolen by Kamon and put on the cards. So you have to be able to accept that if you want to collect these. If you can't accept stolen artwork being used, you do not want to collect these because it's 100% stolen fan art of all things. But on the other hand, it's the only SCP trading cards that exist. There are no others. So I say this every time. If somebody wants to make a legit one and actually do it, I will pay for those. But until that happens, this is what I have. This is what we're going to be using. There's a lot of SCP packs in here. We'll get to look at more of them as we go. But for now, let's just move on here. This is Dragon Ball. A little dinosaur again. You'll see that same logo. Like I said, they make products for all kinds of different franchises. Dragon Ball just being another one that they make it for. Nice looking cards here. And our hit is this SR right there. And this is a redemption card again. So here's another SCP pack. This is actually the original set. So this is the brown box SCP. These are 1 yuan SCP cards. Like I said, the very, very original box. This box, almost impossible to find now. I have 2 sealed ones here, but otherwise very, very difficult to find. And look at that. Sorry, that is the top one. That is like the top possible pull from a 1 yuan. I'm super impressed. I'm sorry, whoever would have gotten this, that's a $10 card. You would have gotten at least a $10 card from here. And like pretty easy to sell on eBay for $10. Very nice. Okay, so, and that's interesting because that's Siren Head. It's not even an actual SCP, although it is an SCP in the Chinese wiki, and that's why it appears in this trading card set, although that's not an SCP in the English wiki. There we go with those. Oh, these. Okay, so these cards, I hate these so much. These are Avengers cards, but they're made by some company called Kuyo, not Kaio, Kuyo with a U. And they're obviously like the most bootleg thing that I've ever seen. They're, oh god, you'll see when I get into these. These are just horrible cards. They use movie artwork. They don't look very nice, right? And then just, ugh. mean, they're just such simple, plain cards. And I mean, I guess you get a lot of them in a pack. I guess that's kind of cool, but otherwise, yeah, not the best cards by any means. Although very, very cheap. I think an entire box of those is something like $9 for the whole box. I think you get 36 packs. So yeah, it's a very, very cheap set at least. It's got that going for it, right? Here's another Dragon Ball set. This is, again, Little Dinosaur. And we hit pretty big here, too. So this is an SSR. Which is actually a pretty good hit for that collection. There's probably only 5 or 6 SSRs in that whole box. And so to have one of the packs with an SSR is pretty lucky. This card, as beautiful as it is a redemption card. That's a redemption card. They look amazing. I actually keep these because they look so nice. But it is just a redemption card. All right, and moving on, we're not even halfway done, right? This would have been the third prize. Again, we're simulating sort of what would happen if you would have won this prize and taken it home with you. So this is Card Fun Disney 100. These are the retail cards. So they make a lot of different Disney 100 sets. These sets are retail cards. And there's 2 different ones, and they each feature movies, but very specific movies. So this is Monsters University, Finding Nemo, and The Incredibles 2, right? But it's specifically those. And it's not The Incredibles 1. And so like one of them has Toy Story 4 in it. It doesn't have any of the other Toy Stories. And so you kind of have to be ready for that. But there's a QR. That's actually probably the like big hit from that pack. QR is a pretty big hit. This is just information card. This CR is sort of a pop-up card. So you see you would normally like fold it and pop it up. Although I'm not going to do that just because I do not want to break that card. And then our 2 rares here are just movie stills. I'm going to go ahead and sleeve the CR and sleeve the QR. These are both great hits, to be quite honest. I mean, looking at the table so far, maybe we're about halfway through here. Remember, these were the cheapest packs that I have, the 1 and 2v1 packs. And we have some honestly great pulls. That GR, beautiful. CP, beautiful. This SSR here, excellent card. Very excellent. This QR, also excellent. Like, some great stuff going on. So, you know, even though these were very cheap packs of cards, they do have good stuff in them. And so that's why I think it would have been a wonderful prize to get. Although I don't think the person in 3rd place is sad at all because they got the 2nd place prize. And the 2nd place prize included all of these packs. And then all the 5v1 packs as well. So they would have done just fine for themselves. Here's some more Goddess Story. There's going to be a lot of Goddess Story in here. It's just, there's a lot of Goddess Story in existence. So, and 2 SRs. Let's see, we can actually do another Goddess Story here. I can pile these up in one pile now. Yeah, that's a big pile, but it all fits. Here's another Goddess Story. There are guides online to the Goddess Story collection if you wanted to learn all the intricacies of it. But let's just say there's a lot of Goddess Story cards out there. Got a SR. And our last card, also an SR. Then we'll look at the other Disney 100 retail set. So the set we looked at there was, Incredibles 2, that kind of thing. This one is Toy Story 4, The Good Dinosaur, Zootopia, and Cars. I think Cars 2. I can't remember. But it's like one of the Cars movies and not the other ones. Ooh, we got another QR. This is actually we're doing very well here today. That's a Buzz Lightyear QR. This card, even though it's quite cheap and not that rare, would actually probably sell very well just because the character Buzz Lightyear is well collected, and this card just looks super cute. That's epic. I think that's a beautiful pull. Another just fantastic pull there. Okay, what is this? I actually don't know what this is. But I think let's translate it because the card behind it is obviously amazing. So let me translate this. So I'm going to pause. I'm going to translate. I'll be right back. All right. Well, I am back. And yeah, this is a top pull from the set. So in fact, this is the top pull from the set. So red GPs like this is the best card that you can possibly get from the box that I opened here. So the red GPs are in the 2 yuan boxes, which is what we opened there. The blue GPs are in the 1 yuan and worth slightly less. This card here says precious metal deposit, but that's not what it just means. You won. Basically, this is basically saying like congratulations is what this says. And so I'll keep these kind of together because they sort of belong together. But this GP card right here is, easily one of the top things you can get. So yeah, if you would have won that prize, you got incredibly lucky. I mean, you're looking at basically like a case hit. I checked on eBay and these will sell. It's only a 2 yuan pack, remember, so they're not going to be incredibly valuable cards. But we're looking at about a $10 card here. So with that, you now have something like $20 worth of value on the table that you would have gotten from that particular price. So amazing. Sorry, I'm joking because there's like 2 URs in that pack too. That pack was loaded. That was a loaded pack. Oh my god. Yeah, that would have been quite a thing to get. So here are the URs that you would have received. A Woody and a Buzz. Amazing. So these are probably both like $5 as well. That's something else. Something completely off the charts. I had never expected that at all. And now I'm like kind of sorry because that would have been an awesome prize to get, although that pack alone would have probably been the best pack you open in this entire set. Man, I'm sorry. That's awesome. Like really, really awesome. Okay, let's keep going. This is a Gintama. There is actually a second Gintama set out now that I've been meaning to pick up, but this is the only one I have right now. It's very low-end cards, so they don't look very good. But then again, it's the only Gintama cards that exist. Although, wow, we got an MR. Holy crap. Okay, so that is quite a pull from the set. Again, they're not expensive cards or anything, so there won't be a lot of value here, but this card, MR, is quite rare. So there's a lot of rarity in that card, even though it might not look like much to you. Rest of those. And then, oh my god, okay, yeah, this is like, these are bad. So this is Transformers. Don't get excited though. These are bootlegs just like the Marvel ones. In fact, I think they're worse bootlegs than that even. And they're one of the only card sets I've ever seen that uses like an SG system for rarities. So instead of R, like these are all going to be like SR, SSR, R. These guys use G. So UG is the equivalent of a UR from the set, right? So that's actually the highest tier card I've ever pulled from that particular set, and it comes from the gift box. Unfortunately, the card got a little damaged, but that is a UR. That's an SSR. That's an SR, an SR, an SR, an SSR, SR, and SR. So that's what you're looking at there. Like I said, not the best cards in the world, although they are, again, very cheap. So those are like $9 a box again. But they're very unlicensed. So those are not Kaio's Transformers. Kaio makes a licensed Transformers collection. That's not what that is. This is another SCP. This is the yellow box. Yellow box is kind of a unique box of trading cards. It's the only one I've ever found where you get 50 packs in the box, and it's kind of a reprint of the SCP set, so it includes a lot of cards from all the different other boxes with this kind of weird treatment on it. And it looks like, yeah, that pack was not that great, just 2 SRs as our hits. But you can kind of see here, I mean, if you're into SCP, these are fun cards to collect. I mean, I'm pretty into SCP and I enjoy them quite a bit, but you do need to kind of be able to accept that they are, unfortunately, stolen artwork. This is Soul Land, or Duo Luo Continent. It's a Chinese computer animated television show based on a set of novels about people who basically fight with soul power. So, you know, kind of like mystical power, fantasy type stuff. There are a ton of trading cards based on this stuff. Like, I mean, I'm telling you, like 20 different boxes or something. This was the first and lowest end box that they made. So these are not very good trading cards. I almost, you know, don't like showing them off because there are much better Duo Luo Continent cards than these. But they're what we have. And they are representative of the collection as a whole. So there's our hit and SR. At least the art style. This is the art style that you could expect. Dupe in the pack. Okay. Then we have Naruto. These are fully licensed Naruto cards from Kaio. This is the one of the original. I think this might be the original, or maybe it's like the second one. I can't remember, but it's yeah, the second. So this is the second set that was ever released. Are these ones? I have other Naruto cards that are a little better than this ones, but these are the low end sets. So if you're getting into Naruto cards, this is kind of where you start. And then our hit is an SR. Very nice. Moving right along. We are at 40 minutes in this video, and we still have a ways to go. These were big prizes. I mean, there were more packs in that prize than a box would usually have, because you got 38 packs here, whereas a box would usually only have 36 packs. So we're opening quite a lot of packs here today. This is Victor's Versus. This is a TCG game, so hidden information TCG game with multiple releases based on the mobile MOBA called Honor of Kings, which is the MOBA that Tencent made when Riot would not let them port League of Legends to phone a long time ago. So League of Legends is on phone now, but back in the day, it wasn't, and Honor of Kings is what they made instead. And so that's what this is. There's our hit, an SR. This is actually a puzzle piece. So it's a TCG game, and it includes puzzle pieces, which I always thought was kind of weird. But there you go. More SCP. This, interestingly enough, is YCSR2. So this is the only set from the second edition of SCP that was ever produced. So the collection was canceled after this set was released. So we never saw any more YCSR2 products or really any other SCP products after this. This was the last ones, and there were no more after this. There we go. Chainsaw Man. I love Chainsaw Man, and actually I love this set of cards. I think it's amazing, to the point that I actually have a sealed box of this exact collection. A sealed box of this is in the giveaway pile still, so you could win a whole box of this. I think it's that good. At the same time, these are this. So this is the exact same cheap retail cards as those Sanrio ones, and there was another one like that here. Even so, there are some of the best Chainsaw Man cards that we have. They're really well designed and also do a great job of representing sort of the full breadth of what's available from Chainsaw Man, right? And they aren't just waifu cards. That's what I love the most. They really feature more action scenes. They have all the characters, but they have a lot of the, the action-y stuff on them. That CP there looks super good. SR there looking nice. And you get a lot of cards. It's a nice looking UR there. A beautiful power SSR. I think this UR might be the best looking card there. Put that right over there. What a nice collection. But yeah, look, this is what you would have won. Come on, this is amazing. I can't even. I'm having fun. This is a lot of fun. I'm glad I won this prize. I won it by basically not giving it away. These are Genshin Impact. So Genshin Impact, another franchise where there is a lot of stuff out there and a ton of variety. Like there's low-end cards like these where, they're okay, but they're not the best looking thing or anything like that. But there's also, this is a redemption card. There are very high-end Genshin sets as well, but they're all bootlegs, so there's no official Genshin sets. But there are, like I said, high-end 10 yuan ones out there if you're interested in that. This is another SCP set, but interestingly not by Kmon. So this is a set of SCP trading cards made by a totally different company. That's right. SCP is popular enough in China that two different companies made bootleg trading. It's insanity. I don't even know how to deal with that. But yeah, that is the case. Two different companies made cards based on the SCP franchise. And that SR there would be our hit, so to speak. Here we have another Genshin set, this one by Little Frog. So these will be a bit nicer just because Little Frog is a better designer, but they're still Genshin cards. And I think if I remember right, this set features some more like video gamey type cards. Yeah, so there'll be like cards that feature monsters from the game that you can beat, but also then some character cards. So that's what these K are here. Actual Genshin characters. Now I've got to, unfortunately, I've got to remove some of these because we need to make some more room. We're getting more cards, and I can't have, so many multiples of the same one on the table. So we're going to make some room there for some new cards. This is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure by Little Dinosaur. Even though these are low-end retail cards, these JoJo Bizarre cards are amazing. It's such a great set because it's cheap, but also very high quality, I think. At least I've been super impressed by the treatments on these cards. You'll see they just look great. There's an SR, a rare, another rare, and what is our last card? There is a UR. Amazing. Okay, so you would have gotten a UR from this JoJo set, which is quite a good pull, I would say. I mean, look at the... I mean, just check that thing out. It's amazing. It's got multiple layers of foil treatments. It's got an etched... the stand here is etched on over the rest of the card. Just beautiful thing. And yeah, how incredible. Wow. And there's probably like 2 URs in the whole box. And I just randomly picked the pack out of the box that had the UR in it. I didn't mean to do that. Kind of crazy. So this is Hero Battle here. And I was opening Hero Battle earlier today, and what did I pull? I pulled a... Here it is. I pulled a CR. So CR is the top rarity in Hero Battle. This card won't be in this pack because CRs can only come from 5e1 and above packs. But I pulled that Thor CR, which is worth about $200, this card, earlier today. But this Hero Battle pack is a 2e1 pack, so it will not have up to CRs in it, but it could have a UR in it, which could be worth $10. And this is from set 2 of Hero Battle. And Hero Battle is becoming more expensive these days because Kaio lost this license. So Kaio does not have the license to print Marvel cards anymore. And as a result, the cards that are out there are now the last that exist. And so they've become quite rare and valuable as a result. And this is a TCG, an officially licensed TCG using characters from the Marvel Universe. Fully licensed. Okay, so this is, I forget the name of this. It's like Fighting Something or Other is the name of this. But it's basically a multi-IP set. And you can see it's got, you know, Minecraft, Undertale, Pokemon, all sorts of different video games are represented on these cards. Totally bootleg. There's nothing licensed about this. But you'll see there are some very unique cards in here. This top card is a Redemption, so we don't need to worry about that. Then we got a Gengar from Pokemon. We got a... I'm not sure, is that Street Fighter or maybe King of the Fighters? Also kind of not sure. There's a Minecraft. And Fall Guys, maybe? Minecraft's cool. Put that right there. Now we're getting down to it. Just 3 more packs, and then we'll be done here. It's still going to be about an hour-long video, which is pretty good, I think, for 38 packs. This is Kaio's Egg Party. Egg Party is a mobile game, kind of like Fall Guys, but where you play as little eggs. And it has now two different trading card sets exist for this game. That's kind of how popular, I guess, it is, in a way. But this is a sort of redemption card for it. Here is an SR and an SSR. Oh, nice. That's actually a pretty cool looking SSR. It's an Iggy. Let's see, what could we replace on this table? How about these CRs here? Go. We'll put that right there. Still kind of amazed that we pulled this GP. I'm like, that's such a crazy pull because it's like a top card from the set and it's coming from a low-end pack. And just like a random pack that I picked out of the box. Like I wasn't weighing them or anything like that. That's just super lucky. Here's another SCP set. This is also by this other company. So these SCP cards are not from Kamon. And our hit is an SR that time of SCP-4000. And then last pack of the day is Kamen Rider. So that is Kamen Rider. Kamen Rider is like a Power Rangers type thing or an Ultraman type thing. It's basically aliens fighting kaijus on behalf of humanity is the concept. and it's old Japanese show, but still quite popular. And these are officially licensed cards made by Kaio, based on the show. And they actually have now a Kamen Rider TCG. So they've ported Kamen Rider to the Hero Battle system and have a TCG out now for it. I just kind of want to give you some idea of how many total cards we got here today. This box is just stuff from today. Yeah. So these are all the ones I've been putting to the side. Plus, these are what I would sort of consider to be the big hits that you received there. So there you go. It took about an hour, but we got through it. This is a simulation of what it would have been like if you had received the third place prize and opened it up. And in fact, this is what it would have been like. These are the actual third prize packs. I've opened them up, and I think our biggest hits were obviously this GP here from Toy Story, just exceptionally good card. This QR, also from Toy Story, very good stuff. This GR from SCP Foundation, amazing card here. CP from Demon Slayer. Yeah, anyways, there's some amazing stuff on the table. We did very well, actually. But I think for now, I'm going to end the video there. And yeah, have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.